This is Sparta!
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Stunt. Been smoking a lot of jazz cabbage. Tell you that much.
That's pretty obvious.
Looking good, Vanisher.
Takeoff.
Roger. Huh?
LA departure frequency 123.9er.
Roger.
Huh? Request vector. Over.
What?
Flight 209er clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to everyone to this Mighty Media news report. So we got some news topics, and then after this, I don't know what the movie is. I'm sorry, Shenny. Shenny's going to host a movie. I don't know where the hell it's at either. Somebody should have told me, but shit happens. Anyways, hope you are doing well on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Let's get into it. Dog Mama, hello. Thanks for posting the links. Daza, hello. Hi, man bun. Don't behave. Why would you behave? What's up, Amazing Disgrace? I was 30 seconds late. Yes. What's up, Jacob? He would never say that. Hey, Mystic. What's up, Jason? Wow, I haven't seen that story, actually. Hey, Shanny. Okay. Hey, what's up, Scad? All right, so we're gonna get started with some fun stuff here. We're going to start with Carmela, explaining artificial intelligence. This should be fun.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process. And I think the first part of this issue.
That's what you get if you sleep your way to the top. Vice President of the United States. That's what we're teaching our young ladies in this country. And we wonder why it's so fucked up. All right, next. Speaking of teaching our young ladies in this country and around the world. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, Mr. Kara? Josh Chandler, right? I think. I believe so, but I might have been wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Over on Rumble, we have what I think is Josh. So these idiots epoxied their hands to the road in Berlin. Yeah, and they had to come cut out the road section, as you can see is attached here, and they may need to amputate. They may need to amputate the hands because of their stupidity, epoxying their hands to a road surface.
Entschuldigung, warum du machen das? Ah, Klima. Holy shit. No. Entschuldigung.
That looks awesome. All right. Next story. Oh, we got some stuff coming up for that, buddy. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Oh, I got that one coming up. Don't jump the shark, buddy. That one's coming up. We're building. Build back better. So, as you've heard, there are can't post comments to destinations. Why can't I post comments anymore? Huh. That's weird. Anyways, as you've been hearing Sound of Freedom, there's been some odd. What's up, Josh Chandler? There's been some odd things happening with people trying to see Sound of Freedom in theaters. So here's kind of a compilation, courtesy of Libs of TikTok, of the different things that they've encountered. It's about a minute long.
Something isn't right here. I recently made a video talking about the strange occurrences happening to viewers trying to watch Sound of Freedom. Well, it's gotten worse. Just check out these people's experiences.
Tried going to see Sound of Freedom, and this happened. No one left until they played the movie. They tried to give us free tickets if we left.
Sorry for the thing. It's a TikTok compilation.
There's no one in here. And then it said that they were sold out. This is ridiculous.
Fire alarm goes off and people still watch the movie. They can't stop the truth.
Have you heard anything about the other movie theaters? AC not working?
Like the other houses?
No, well, like around the whole country, different theaters. In this movie only, the AC doesn't work. It's like super sketch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should look. I didn't hear about that. Online. It's like it's insane.
It's probably just. I don't know. I know it's been very popular. So the more people you have in a theater, the more different.
Well, yeah, but we've been going to movie openings our whole life, and it's never happened. Yeah. Super weird.
Here's those four for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
So yeah, there's several things going on. Of course, they don't want their being exposed, so they're going to try and stop it at every turn. Go see that movie if you haven't got a chance to. I haven't. It is not my local theater. I will catch it at some point. It's just a matter of time. We did go see Indiana Jones though. Not my choice, child's choice. Anyways, what? Anyways, Indiana Jones. The storyline was decent to good. The visuals were horrifically terrible. Like, you could probably do better with the GoPro and 6 students, graphic design students. It was pretty poor. So, what's up, Peanuts and Digger? Hey. But yeah, go see that movie. It's worth the watch. So, from what I hear, and I will go see it at some point. All right, so we got a couple things about the cocaine. Hey, what's up, Barb? Couple things about the cocaine. The investigation has officially concluded. The Secret Service has narrowed down 500 people as the potential source of the cocaine in the White House. But they're ending the investigation tomorrow without administering drug tests to these individuals, a total failure. The American people deserve to know who smuggled illegal narcotics into the White House. So this is Marjorie Taylor Greene giving comment on it. They're closing the investigation. Nope, can't figure it out. Oh well. So two-tier justice system in action.
The real concern here is American citizens every single day go through drug tests as part of their employment for their jobs. This is a common practice. Just speaking with the Secret Service now, my question to them was they were able to narrow down a list of approximately 500 people that had left a small bag of cocaine in a cubby. Now, these are cubbies that are controlled by the administration, not by the Secret Service, when they enter into the foyer off the West Executive entrance. This cocaine was found there, so they were able to bring the list, narrow it down to approximately 500 people. My question to them was, have they drug tested this list of 500 potential suspects that brought an illegal substance, a drug, cocaine, into the White House? Their answer was no, and that they're unwilling to do so. It makes no sense to me whatsoever why they would not follow through on one simple task, and that is to drug test a list of 500 people that they have that are potential suspects for this, when the American people every single day go through drug tests in order to do a job, by the way, that brings them a paycheck where they have to pay their taxes. And guess what?
Yeah, she's
their
compromised.
Tax dollars go to pay for
by
all
all
of our salaries, and they pay for the Secret Service.
By all the bullshit with her court case and all that. She's compromised.
On these people, this list of approximately 500 potential suspects. There are other concerns there as well. How there's a cubby box that has a key, how they found that it left open and the drugs were in there. There's also a failure with the amount of cameras they have, and I just don't find the excuses on how we can't find out who had cocaine in the White House.
Yes, pass her around. Anyways, so there you have it. Investigation's over. We'll never know whose cocaine it was. Hunter Biden. We'll just never know that it's Hunter Biden. This was a scary story, but thankfully it resolved without any issue. Thinking of my good friend Braun. Yep. Well, she's compromised because of all the court cases and her not being able to run and back and forth. She's certainly compromised. And it's unfortunate because we don't have many that are on our team, and it'd be nice if one of ours wasn't compromised. So anyways, in Chicago, Illinois, the National Weather Service has issued PDS tornado warning, meaning particularly dangerous situation is confirmed. Large and extremely violent tornado is on the ground heading towards the city of Chicago, Illinois. Tornado sirens are now sounding off. I'll play fuck with you. Okay, that's apparently just the tornado siren. So it is what it is. This was a couple days ago. So they said it has resolved. Video shows view from Chicago Midway Airport as it is a PDS tornado. Warning storm pushed through moments ago. The warning has since been canceled. That's pretty terrifying. You can start to see it coming down. So yeah, so it did resolve, cancel the warning. So glad Bri-Bri's safe. So yeah, So let's get into the next thing here. Multiple pedestrians hit in the National Mall after a driver who ran a red light trying to evade the Secret Service officers. Currently, the United States Secret Service is actively searching for a suspect involved in a deadly hit-and-run incident at the National Mall. The incident took place when the Secret Service officers tried to stop a car with expired registration. The suspect initially agreed to pull over, but quickly fled instead. As a result, the suspect ran a red light and hit multiple people crossing the street, causing one fatality and injuring several others. The suspect still remains at large. For those who don't know, the National Mall, it extends in between all of the buildings in Washington, D.C. I can bring something up on it here. Yes. The tornado in Quebec, it landed? Wow. So here's yes, it's right downtown. Yeah. That was one of my thoughts. The other one is, this is really kind of sad that Secret Service can't even issue a fucking citation. So Washington Monument's here. Lincoln Memorial's here. This is the reflecting pool. And here's all your Smithsonian buildings, stuff like that. And the White House is right here off the. So, stop. You have the ellipse, and then you have the White House. So, it's pretty close to the Washington Monument and the National Mall. So, this is all very much so Secret Service jurisdiction, I guess. And there's the United States Capitol. The Supreme Court is. I should know, but I don't. I want to say it's up in this area. But, oh, it's right here. Supreme Court of the United States. So all of our major buildings are kind of right in this general vicinity. So, it does. Well, they'll also have Capitol Police too. So the Secret Service, I didn't think they would waste their time issuing citations. I could be wrong. I certainly could be wrong, but yeah, it just seems funny to me. Uh-oh. I don't remember what I just lost because I clicked the wrong button. Anyways, I haven't watched this video, but we can watch it real quick. Well, that's what I'm saying. They should have DC police. Looks like Rumble is down again. I am not getting anything particularly. It stopped casting at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hopefully it comes back up for you guys. If not, I sincerely apologize. It's showing all green on my side, so really not a lot I can do at this point. I apologize. I will absolutely look into it for everyone, but so yeah, there's not much going on there. A lot of police cars, a lot of that kind of shit, but don't admit your crimes on the internet. All right, so next story. I thought this was kind of crazy. Multiple fatalities confirmed with dozen others injured following a multi-vehicle accident involving a Greyhound bus in Highland, Illinois. Multiple authorities and emergency personnel responded. Major accident this Wednesday morning that occurred on the westbound on Interstate 70 highway in Highland, Illinois. Law enforcement officials say a Greyhound bus collided with several semi-trucks that were parked at a rest stop off-ramp. Police have confirmed that 3 individuals have tragically lost their lives in this major accident, and an additional 14 people are seriously injured. The accident, the driver of the Greyhound bus, is currently under investigation. God, seriously, Raw Tweets, you gotta fix your proofreading, brother. Yeah, that's true. It looks like Rumble's back up. So it looks like a nasty accident. Woo. Wow. Honestly, that's not terribly hard to do. They just Highland, Illinois, amazing disgrace. I-70, so it'd probably just be south of Chicago. I don't actually know where Highland, Illinois is, but used to ride Greyhounds regularly till they pulled out of Chinese. One whole row of seats is missing. So that time I did take it in the rear. What's up, Jonathan? So that's one of those things where I can see how that happens. If you do a lot of traveling, there are a lot of places where they just park on the ramps going into the rest areas, and they crowd pretty low. And I mean, if you're tired driving, I could see how that would happen. Oh, I got one for you then, Digger. Let's see if I found it. Where did I put it? There we go. It's a news story and I don't speak Spanish. Oh, here we go. Boat arrival at Playa de los Muertos 3 days ago. Cabo de Gata Nayajar National Park. Since Pedro Sanchez arrived in Moncloa, 200,000 illegals have arrived in their country, record numbers, but none of this is happening for the media. You can only see some of this on Twitter. So, just Twitch. Oh, is it not gonna? It's not gonna load again. It's being weird. Hang on, let me refresh. There we go. So you see the illegals on the boats, they just land on the beach and just... I agree. So yeah, they're back here coming onto the beach. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I thought this was funny. Just for some giggles. No, this is a first world country. Wait until we collapse, then you can have as many as you want, buddy. I know. And I see what you did there. Try getting me in trouble, girl. All right. So Costco has appeared to dropped Bud Light from their stores after the beer company received a star of death, which signals the product will no longer be in stock. So, if you don't know, Costco will put a star on things that they're no longer going to carry, just so you know that they're running out. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, they're totally, yeah. Damn, Ozzy's still going? He's still bitching about this voice thing. That always gets him pretty up in arms. Anyways, so here is so if you don't know how Costco works, then when they put it on clearance to get rid of the rest of it, they put in 97 at the end of it. So now it's $14.97 for two 12-packs. So they're dropping the price to move it out of their stores because they will no longer be carrying it. So that's interesting. Go woke, go broke. It's happening. Hang on one second. Hang on, guys. All right. I had to take care of something on the back end. Let me find the next story. Okay. This one was kind of neat. Well, so Las Vegas, I understand the implications and that there's a lot of religious things behind this, but I thought it was cool nonetheless. I don't think it's possible because that would get knocked down for copyright, even for the. We'll talk about it, but that would probably be a Rumble thing. Hell yeah! So this is $2.3 billion, 5,800 square feet, and it has kind of a projector-like surface. So it's a big ball in Vegas. So creepy, cool but creepy. The world. Patriot balls. All right, buddy. Have fun.
This is from the Palazzo in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wait a minute. It's not real. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. It is real. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. My kid would love that. I'll have to save that. He loves Halloween. I don't get it. There were some channels that were on the other side of it that were talking about the eye, and that's the first thing they put up, and all thing Illuminati eye, blah 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 blah. So it had some undertones that who knows. All right, so this is another story that happened a couple days ago, but this large boat was on fire in port. So it's this white boat right here. So this big boat is on fire. I don't actually know how it was resolved because it happened about a week ago, but see, there was never an update at all on it. So I thought that was kind of weird too, but Newark, New York area. We have another bus accident. Well, oh, please. That's awesome. So, over 55 plus injuries reported after a double-decker tour bus collides with an MTA city bus in New York. We'll watch this. We'll grab this video to kick. Hey, Dottie. Ooh, that's loud. Hey, what's up, Pesky? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you again. I was also gone for 9 days, so that accounts for some of it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I couldn't find an update. That sucks. All right, so moving on. This was another weird story. That's what yeah. It didn't look that bad to have 55 injuries, but eh. Oh, hell yes. And then dialing an attorney with your other hand. See, Rumble is stopped at the ball again. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yep. So, no, it didn't look that bad. Watch the SWAT teams respond as an armed man breaks hotel windows, hurls furniture from Caesar's Palace. So somebody brought up the other gentleman that was doing his thing, and yeah, this one didn't seem to be like that, but it's a weird occurrence. So.
He's still throwing things. They seem real. I did not run out of things to throw. I mean, there's nothing in those damn rooms.
He's gonna throw the furniture in the cabinet. Oh my god! That's at the window.
Rumble appears caught up again.
They need to hurry up and stop it.
Hey, what's up?
He's really spoiled, maybe.
What's up, Just Cause? Good to see you, bud.
So we're gonna have to stay another day.
I mean, it's Vegas. He could have got some bad LSD. Like, who knows?
Oh my god! That's why they cleared everything because they didn't want it to go off people. It's crazy.
Holy shit, he was just going for
No,
it.
this is just to show this.
See right there.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, and hopefully you enjoyed your family. Our vacation was great. It was a lot of fun. So.
I heard it too. I was like, what do you know? Is it like such sharks falling?
All right, enough of that. If you're in the know with the Adam 22 thing, man, how embarrassing. But if you're not, I'm not going to talk about it. So It's so funny. Okay, so this is obviously hateful speech, hateful and harmful speech, and I do not agree with it anyway. But this is on the U.S. House floor by Republican from Montana, Matt Rosendale. Wink, wink. I disagree.
Weakening our military. It is not making it stronger. We have drag shows taking place at Malmstrom Air Force Base. There are 150 ICBM missiles that are being controlled by that Air Force Base and by these individuals. I don't want someone who doesn't know if they are a man or a woman with their hand on a missile button. Weakening our military. It is not making it strong.
Obviously, I can't agree with that man, but you get it. You get it. So apparently oh my. Oh yeah, the Zoom call was shit. I might talk about it at some point. It's not going to be today, but here's another congressional hearing. Representative Waltz and climate envoy John Kerry. He just I know. I agree. Yes, I did. I actually had brought that up. So if you want to send me something, that'd be awesome. So here is the exchange between the climate envoy John Kerry and the representative.
Mr. Secretary, in exchange with Mr. Mills, you just testified under oath that you never owned a private jet. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter into the record article here from February 15th of 2023. The John Kerry family private jet was sold shortly after accusations of climate hypocrisy. Mr. Secretary, do you stand by that testimony that you've never owned or
I personally,
your family?
I
Your family.
personally, yes, my wife owned a plane and sold the
You
plane.
flew on
That's
that plane.
Not in a number of years, but I have flown on it.
And
Sure.
this article is not then inaccurate that your family owned a plane, you flew on a plane.
My
Mr.
wife,
Secretary, Mr.
owned,
Secretary,
my wife owned
here's
the plane.
here's the issue.
Yeah.
This isn't some kind of partisan gotcha. When we are asking Americans to make serious sacrifices as we transition for the common good, and your family and or yourself are flying around on private jets, that smacks of hypocrisy. It actually hurts your cause, Mr. Secretary. But I'll move on. I just want to know from a record standpoint.
Afford me the right, at least, to set the record straight here. I do not fly on a private jet. I do not fly. I fly commercially.
Have you
on
flown
all
on
of
a
my
private jet since you've
responsibilities.
taken this position?
Just let me finish. I have flown 5 times in the last 2.5 years on Milair, which you also fly on, or some of you who travel fly on, 5 times. Otherwise, all of my trips are commercial
Have you
airlines.
flown on a private jet in a personal or official capacity since you've taken this position?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly once. I don't. I think I just don't. I'm trying to think. Of
I think you need to take the broader point of how this appears to the American people
no,
as we're asking them to take that.
Let me tell you why.
We're
not
know
asking
these
Americans.
testimonies?
We're not asking Americans not to fly.
You know,
you're trying to create an unequal thing. We're not
no,
saying
we're asking
don't
you
fly.
to lead by example, Mr. Secretary. That's what we're at. You,
Which is why I fly commercially.
By example.
Which is why I fly.
In that vein, does your office or the State Department keep a record of your official travel and scheduled meetings?
Of course.
Does that include the individuals you're scheduled to meet with?
You can watch John Kerry live for like 6 hours if you want to, but I can't do it. Obviously this climate change is all bullshit. Like Earth goes through natural cycles. Yeah. That's my take. I wish they would have been successful. I can't say that out loud, but Larry Nasser, the doctor that touched all the USA gymnasts at my Michigan State University, unfortunately. He was stabbed multiple times in prison. I think he has recovered or is going to. It's unfortunate. Anyways, this fucker can burn in hell. Anyways, moving on. So I don't get yeeted. Speaking of getting yeeted, actually, we should jump around just a touch. I'm going to go here first. I am not a fan of Bannon, but this is apparently recent, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully Darnell's big.
Because Rudy Giuliani was brave enough to step into the breach and say, in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we had these mail-in ballots that were unconstitutional, should never been unconstitutional to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, should have never been done. You had the envelopes, the signatures, the double signatures that never got checked, never got verified. And that's how Biden and Mark Elias stole the election in Pennsylvania. In fact, the president pro tem of the Senate sent a letter to Pence on the January 6th and said, hey, could you revert it back to Pennsylvania? Because we got issues with these mail-in ballots and signature verification, not the machines, with these mail-in ballots. We need 10 days. Today's the 6th. We need 10 days. We'll be done by the 16th. We've got to go through and make sure that we can actually certify this so that only legitimate, certifiable, chain of custody, verifiable ballots count. And for that, Rudy, they're trying to take your law license. Is that a summary of what they're trying to do to torture you?
100%, Steve. That's exactly it. There are two different cases, but this one in the District of Columbia Bar Association, which, by the way, has nothing to do with the District of Columbia, is about the one case that I argued in court, which I argued on 2 days preparation because the lawyer who was supposed to argue it was threatened with being thrown out of his law firm.
Hey, what's up, Deez?
And he even received death threats. So the poor guy had to go out of the case. I had to learn it in 48 hours. I argued it, and the purpose of it was to present about 20 or 25 witnesses who had told me that they saw massive cheating in Pennsylvania, including not being allowed to see a single piece of paper, even though the law required that Republicans be present when the ballots are counted. Now, they kept a calculation of it in Philadelphia, a specific calculation, 4 different lawyers, and they were willing to testify that about 650,000 ballots went through that way. 650,000, they never got a look at. To this day, we haven't been able to see them. And many of them look like they were not absentee ballots at all because they weren't folded.
There you go. Yeah, and one of them's in Congress. So again, obviously we don't agree with anything they just said, but it's good to hear it. I mean, you decide. Now to this story. We have 2 stories after this one. Camp Pendleton Marine Corps Base. A U.S. Marine has been released back to his military command after being questioned about the missing teen girl who was found last month in a Marine Corps barrack in California. A spokesperson said on Monday, the Marine, whose name has not yet been released and who is stationed in California's Camp Pendleton, was questioned by the Naval Criminal Investigation Service and was released pending further investigation, Marines Captain Charles Palmer said. The girl had been reported missing by her grandmother on June 13th, according to the San Diego Sheriff Department. On June 28th, she was discovered in the barracks at Camp Pendleton, Palmer said. The Marine, who was taken into custody for questioning services with the Combat Logistics Battalion 5, 1st Marine Logistics Group, Palmer said. So, they're working on an investigation. A 14-year-old was found in the military barracks I don't know what good can come out of that. It doesn't seem like anything good happened because of that. They weren't playing Scrabble. So, yes. Potentially. All right. So, moving on. The disgraceful thing to anybody who served. So, Director Ray. Yeah, he walks. Director Ray was on Capitol Hill yesterday morning, I believe. I think it was yesterday morning. I had thoughts of maybe streaming that because it was a very interesting, very, very interesting hearing. I just haven't had a whole bunch of time, so maybe I'll try and hit it tomorrow or sometime this weekend. But worth a watch. It's rather long again, but we'll see. So, but here's a couple excerpts that we'll take a look through real quick. So here is Mr. Nellis questioning Christopher Ray. I'm just a bill up on Capitol Hill. Oh shit, did we just get an Aussie raid and I'm singing like an idiot? Numbers just went up. Nope, he's still alive. So
I want to turn my attention now to this fella, this character, Mr. Ray Epps. We've all heard of him. We've heard of Mr. Ray Epps. He was number 16 on your FBI most wanted list. He was encouraging people the night prior and the day of to go into the Capitol. And Mr. Ray Epps can be seen at the first breach of Capitol grounds at approximately 12:50 p.m. Play the clip, please.
We need to go into the Capitol.
Into the Capitol.
Into the Capitol. What?
it wasn't that good. It was close, but not that good.
It's that direction. Please spread the word.
All right, noted, but one more thing.
Yeah, so can we go up there? No?
When we go in,
Are we going to get arrested if we
leave
go
this
up there?
here. Yeah, you don't need to get
Just get
shot.
arrested.
There he is, breaching the line, going in at the first breach into the Capitol grounds, the restricted area. Mr. Ray, you have arrested hundreds of people related to January 6th. And there have been people arrested for breaching Capitol grounds. Cooey Griffin is an example. Rachel Genko is an example. And then we go to Mr. Brandon Strecka. Brandon was arrested for disorderly and disruptive conduct, which included yelling, I quote, "Go, go, go," as rioters tried to enter the Capitol. These three never went into the Capitol. They never assaulted anyone. So let's be honest with each other. There is very little difference between the actions of Ray Epps and Brandon Strecka that day, but yet Strecka was arrested and Epps wasn't. Epps also testified to the January 6th committee. He was back at his hotel when video evidence showed that he wasn't. He lied. He was on the Capitol grounds just as Brandon Strecka was. Epps even texted his nephew at 2:12 p.m. and said, I quote, "I was in the front with a few others." It was on the video. "I also orchestrated it." Now look into the camera, sir, when you answer my next question. Are you going to arrest Mr. Epps, yes or no?
I'm not going to engage here in a discussion about individual people who are or are not going to be prosecuted.
Can I get a commitment? You just watched the video. I'm an old law dog. I understand a little bit about probable cause. He did very little. There was very little difference what he did and Mr. Strecka. You can see him. He's encouraging. I almost think he's inciting a riot. He's encouraging people the night prior to go into the Capitol. The day of, go into the Capitol. And he was at the first breach. And he breached the restricted area. Everybody, a lot of people getting arrested for not going into the Capitol, but they're in the restricted area. But yet, Ray Epps, who many people feel fed, right? And there's a lot of clout over this. So my point is this.
That's
you
not me,
arrested a
that's
lot of
the
folks for unlawful activity.
Capitol.
You just saw the video. And I will tell
Point
you,
of order,
Mr. Ray,
Mr.
if you don't
Chair.
arrest Mr.
I'm in the
Epps, there's a
gentleman.
reason behind it. I believe you know
Point
what
of
it
order.
is, and it appears to me you are protecting this guy. I strongly recommend you get your house back in order. With that, I yield back.
All right. And then we also have a short clip here from Representative Gates. If it makes this any bigger, it's going to fuck it up.
I'm sitting here with my father. I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. Sounds like a shakedown, doesn't it, Director?
I'm not going to get into commenting on that.
You seem deeply uncurious about it, don't you? Almost suspiciously uncurious. Are you protecting the Bidens?
Absolutely not. The FBI
Well, you
does
won't
not
answer the
and has
question.
no
Hold on.
interest in
You won't answer the
protecting
question
anyone
about whether or not
politically.
that's a shakedown, and everybody knows why you won't answer it. Because to the millions of people who will see this, they know it is, and your inability to acknowledge that is deeply revealing about you.
So that's a short clip by Congressman Gates. Again, I said it's a... Oh, shit. I gotta flip over because this doesn't show memberships. Thank you so much for the memberships, man bun. Blah. I can talk. It is very much appreciated. Flip it over, Mighty. What? Flip what over? I don't... What the... Very much appreciated. Okay. So... Sorry, I got sidetracked. So, to the story of the night. We're going to start with President Zelensky, then we'll go to President Biden, and then we'll go to the news and why we're covering this part.
And you gave us huge support. I want to thank to all Americans. We understand that it's more than 43 billion for today. It's big support, and I understand that it's all your money, but you have to know that you spend this money for not just for fighting. You spend this money for our lives.
Truth, brother.
And I think that we save the lives for Europe and for all the world. And you gave us.
So, yes. I don't even know what to say about this shit anymore. We're rolling fast into World War III. So this is President Biden.
Thank you, Mr. President. You've said that Ukraine shouldn't enter NATO until after the war is over. Are you concerned at all that those comments could motivate Putin to keep the war going or discourage him from entering peace negotiations?
Damn.
And is there a serious risk that this war could drag on for years? And do you see any path toward the war ending with Putin still in power?
First of all,
Because you're loved.
no one can join NATO while a war is going on,
And I'm
where a NATO
appreciative.
nation is being attacked, because that guarantees that we're in a war, and we're in a third world war. So that it's not about whether or not they should or shouldn't join. It's about when they can join, and they will join NATO. The issue of whether or not this is going to keep Putin from continuing to fight, the answer is Putin's already lost the war. Putin has a real problem. How does he move from here? What does he do? And so the idea that there's going to be what vehicle is used, he could end the war tomorrow. He could just say, I'm out. But what agreement is ultimately reached depends upon Putin and what he decides to do. But there is no possibility of him winning the war in Ukraine. He's already lost that war. Imagine anyway, he's already lost that war.
What the hell was that? Oh wait, that's. I mean, this man is so infuriating. So infuriating. So to add on to that, like it was already planned. Yeah. So here's the big news tonight. Breaking just before I went live. Biden authorizes military to use up to 3,000 reserve troops to augment U.S. forces in Europe. Pentagon has increased troop presence in Europe amid Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Yes. Apparently. Absolutely. I certainly can. Damn it. I got rid of it. I'll replay it though. Just give me a second to find it. So yeah, apparently he's authorized more troops to be called up, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Like that's not the same thing as we were. Okay, hang on. There's something else just dropped too. I was looking. Yes, fuck Ukraine. It was Finland, right? That's 9 seconds. So that's not it. Wait, was it on? Damn it. I think it was on alerts. Just give me 1 second to find it. No, that wasn't it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you, Digger. Because I can't find the whole thing and then I don't want to wait 2 hours. For me to find it. So Biden order authorizes Secretary of Defense and Secretary of Homeland Security to send active duty units and individual members who are assigned to a unit of the selected reserve or any member of the individual ready reserve. Yep, me too. Yeah. Units deployed are not to exceed more than 3,000 total members at one time, of whom not more than 450 members may be IRR. After his trip to Europe, blah, 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 more united than ever. And you just heard him say that they're going to enter the European Union, or not the, excuse me, NATO. Just depends on when. So, hang on, I'm listening out this one. That's not a good one. So anyways, yeah. So this is a military operation that they're undertaking. I think it's called Atlantic Resolve, if I remember correctly. What it is World War III, and it's coming up pretty quick. So, I mean, I don't potentially. I think we're in a simulation, and I think they just tried to. I think CERN is trying to manipulate that, but I'm looking for that one more time, and I can't find it, Digger. I'm sorry. apparently the Varennes nuclear facility was captured by PMC Wagner. And that's the one they were talking about, that Russia is going to blow up and cause a blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not seeing it again. So we're gonna end off with something that shows what our country's made of, what our country's about, and why we should all have the utmost respect and care for this great nation. This is what we've turned into, ladies and gentlemen.
Marshmallow. Crunchy corn, yum! Kitty paws. Pumpkin, yum! How spicy. Ice cream, yum! Kitty paws. Ice cream, yum! Once we get to 350, I'll leave, I promise. Stinky swear. How spicy.
This is what we've turned into. This is America. And
this is Sparta!
You're watching America, Blandress. You're watching America. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It is. It is. I just wanted to show what we're fighting for, ladies and gentlemen. When that World War III kicks off and the nukes start flying, this is what we're fighting for. Pixies to eat make-believe fruit and vegetables that somebody bought them because they're trying to simp. Yep. Digger, I'm not addressing that, but maybe. Yeah, well, President Biden just said, former Vice President Joseph Biden just said that it's not a matter, or they're in, it's just a matter of when. Like, they'll be in at some point, but it's a matter of when. So, it does. It does. But with that being said, I'm sure Shenny's over there waiting for us for the movie. So, if you guys want to go check that out, we'll have fun, kick back, and watch a movie. It'll be a good time. I will be finishing up the Canadian Fireplane tomorrow. Hopefully. Please pray that I do, because it's been a pain in the ass. And then we get back into the weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And special thanks to Brian S. for the outro. Take care, everybody. Actually, hang on. Is Ozzy still going? Yes. I'm going to try. Be patient with me. I'm going to try this dump into somebody thing, because now I have that power. The mystical power. So, we'll see if I can actually do it. I don't know how to do it. So, if you want to go over there, feel free, but edit. Customization. Redirect. Haha. Figured it out. Okay. Lawn. Lawn who's laughter. All right, cool. That should work. So I'm going to send y'all over there. Y'all have a good day. Take care.